jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was on your mama.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders.
Rollers, loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
This O Steve comes to us from a first-time O Stever, Xavier Johnson. Marc is nimble, Marc is quick. Marc knelt down and sucked it. His lover said, "I'm coming." Marc said, "Hurry, please." It exploded on his face. Marc moaned, "Oh, Steve." Coming out of that. I like that one.
Marc, how do you feel about that one?
The fact that people are talking about me is amazing and astonishing. All I do is run the kiss cam.
That's pretty funny.
All right.
We're going to get Marc a speech therapy class so that he doesn't sound.
No, don't change a thing. A.T., War of the Worlds. What up, A&A and Marc? So I forget which recent podcast this was, but it was after a fair assessment of Ice Cube's acting skills. Andy mentioned something about a War of the Worlds movie. I thought he was just bullshitting, but it's legit. I was bored, so I put it on while doing shit around the house. Bro, shit is terrible. I don't know what the budget was, but I doubt you could buy a week's worth of groceries with it. It was like FaceTiming with Ice Cube for 2 hours. It heavily relied on some acting skills that are very out of his range. Ice Cube as a high-level computer security analyst for DHS. Come on, man. As soon as I started fake typing, I thought about your 50 Cent impression of saying, "I'm a computer dick." You should do an impression of Ice Cube saying it now. "I'm a computer dick." Ha, Rotten Tomatoes is being nice, giving it a 0 rating. It should have been the first negative. LOL. Peace. Somebody said in one shot, you could see in Ice Cube's glasses the green screen while he was staring at the computer.
You know, I just feel bad because this is like a pile-on. And I don't have a problem with Cube. I think that because we feel about him differently as a rapper. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind his Disney movies. But I understand what you're saying about the range.
Mm-hmm.
But there's plenty of other actors who've made it without a ton of range.
Yeah. I'm going to read another one from AT only because it's about Fantastic Four. So, Fantastic Four. Aries, Andy, and Marc, what up? I listened to the Fantastic Four episode, and I'm with y'all. I have to say I dug Fantastic Four. Great standalone movie. No boring dialogue, and the writing tied things together. I have to agree with Andy about how they showed Galacticus. I was expecting him to just be a big head on the screen, and by the way they showed him was very creative, and it let you know how massive he is. Even how they did the Doom cameo after the credits was dope. Aries, I feel you questioning Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. I already said if at any time I feel like I hear Tony Stark talking, it's going to be an immediate fail for me. I'm trying to have faith he went completely left with that character for Marvel to cast him. Also, I don't think Marvel is falling off either. They've always been ahead of DC to me. I think recently they had to pivot on their own timeline after ditching Jonathan Majors as Kang and continuing Black Panther without its Rock Chadwick Boseman. Thunderbolts just seemed like a appetizer movie to me until the main courses start dropping next year. What do y'all think? Peace. I agree with you, brother.
Yeah, I do think that Marvel did have to do a pivot. They had to reconfigure what they were doing. I think Thunderbolts has opportunity to continue, though. I don't have a problem with Thunderbolts. I think it's clever. It has some wittiness to it that Marvel needed. They can allow them to have darker other scenes, other parts of their other movies. Galactus in the Fantastic Four, a lot of people are saying that he was undersized. I get that, but Galactus walking on Earth would be undersized. He gets to be the size that he wants to. It's Galactus. He can change his size. I'm interested in what Marvel's doing. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to see what's happening here in the future. The Tony Stark thing. Tony Stark does become Doctor. There is a timeline of Tony Stark being Doctor Doom, just in a different universe. So don't let it upset you. Let's see how they do it though.
I'm not sure if I read this. No, not this one. Jose Garcia, Ice Cube opinion. Hey, what's up, Aries? I know you've gone over this bullshit with Ice Cube, but I got to make a comment as well. It's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. You don't have to like what everyone else likes. I like Ice Cube as a rapper, and he's got some okay movies, but you're right. He's the same in all of it. People just can't handle someone disagreeing with them, and it feels like the internet is the WNBA. All what people think, who cares? The thing I had a problem with was this loser named Scruncho. I listened to that interview you mentioned, and this dumb said just because you make people laugh doesn't mean you're funny. What the ha? I mean, that's the exact definition of comedian. So don't let these who are beneath you or even get your time. Just out of curiosity, you said you reached out to him. What was his response? Let's hop on the NBA. Let's hop on that NBA whenever you get a chance as well. Can't wait till you guys come back to Phoenix. All love, Sway. He never responded back to me. But yeah, I hear you, man. Yay.
It's not just about laughter, though, man. I'm sorry. It's not. Like, there was a comedian that had this joke where he said, I appreciate you laughing and enjoying my set because I could be honest, if a clown would have walked out here and stepped on a rake and it hit him in the face, you would be laughing harder than anything else I did here.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, well, if you did it well. Oh, I'm just saying, laughter it's a raw emotion. You can achieve it with a lot of different things. The art form of what, as a stand-up, is not just. Otherwise, everybody would just be doing lowbrow, hacky comedy because that works for every room.
But again, that gets weeded out.
I understand what you're saying, but that's why I just said the saying, just making someone laugh is there's more to it than just that.
That more to it part is what can separate you. That's the part of levels. There's levels to this.
That's the part of being first class or being a coach.
Right, but if the end all be all is to make people laugh, however you do that, you've done your job.
Yeah.
But there's levels to the job.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. I agree with you.
Yeah. That's why, listen, next door, they're teaching a comedy class. And I went in there and just hung out. I didn't make myself known. I just went in and immediately went to the back. But the guy that was teaching the class looked up and he saw me. He goes, Aries Spears, ladies and gentlemen, blah, blah, blah. He goes, would you like to give any advice? And, of course, I didn't because, that just would have been wrong of me. Okay, but I was biting my tongue because I wanted to go, hey, look, everybody get up at this because you can't teach this. This is a waste of time. You trial by fire. You can't teach this shit. But, I wasn't going to do that.
I don't think you could teach it, but
You
I
don't
think
have like any like philosophy or something that
go
anybody
up.
can adapt.
Go up a lot.
Go up.
Go up a lot.
That's it.
But I do think that you can instill with some things that you could tell some people, you might instill some confidence because I think the part of standing there with a microphone alone is very intimidating to a lot of people. And sometimes I think a little confidence and, some basics and how to talk into the microphone or whatever just can instill confidence. I don't say that you have to keep those things that you learn at that, but it instills some confidence so that you can feel like you can do it. No?
I say jump right into the fire.
No, I agree with you. I think that's the best way to do it, but I think some people just can't do that.
Then you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't do it.
I think everybody should go and try to do an open mic once.
And that's what I love about it because, again, the truth reveals itself.
Yeah. Don't bring your friends, though, if you do it. Go on your own because your friends will laugh at inside jokes. The audience that doesn't know you won't give you those.
False support.
Go and try it.
I'm trying to avoid reading another Ice Cube one.
It's going to be a lot of those, though.
Yeah. Bear with me.
Oh, I got something I wanted to read.
Yo, Aries and Andy, how's it going? Just thought I'd shoot over a quick comic-related email since you guys bring up the topic from time to time. Andy, what are your all-time favorite comics, and what are your current go-tos? In case you haven't checked these out yet, I'd recommend giving the following a read. 100 Bullets by Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Riso. Scalped by John Aaron and R.M. Guerrera. These two are hands down the best crime comics ever made. Batman Dark Patterns by Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman. This one's the newest. I believe it's a 12-issue limited series. It focuses on the early days of Batman's career with a heavy emphasis on horror-tinged mystery stories. Think X-Files meets Seven meets Batman, all blended into one. It's really, really good. Attached is a spread for my Eternal Side project, a graphic novel I've been working on for years in between writing gigs. Bonus points. If you spot the mercenary character I drew to resemble Ice-T. Yeah, I see it. What are your favorite comics and your current go-tos?
Well, I'm first of all, let me just say this. I got back into comic books recently, like in last year, when my son got me a comic for my birthday. So a year ago in September. So he gave me this comic book, got me kind of started, and I started wanting to collect and get into my old comics. I'm a Silver Age dude, Silver and Bronze Age. And so Silver Surfer, and I went after that real hard because I wanted that. And I have so those are the old Silver Surfer stories, but I've gotten into the second incarnation of Silver Surfer. And Ghost Rider. I've just started really getting into the new series because it's a Mexican dude now, and he's in a car instead of a motorcycle. So that's kind of cool. But I have the original Silver Surfers where I started collecting back and just recently got there. Those are my two go-tos, but because Silver Surfer connects with the Fantastic Four, I have a lot of Fantastic Four. But when I was a kid, Iron Man was my favorite. Iron Man was my favorite. Getting to Tales of Suspense 39 was the ultimate goal, which I don't think I can afford. But I did. Just want to make this announcement. No one cares. I did find a really excellent deal, and I was able to get an Iron Man #1, so in his own series. And so I wasn't going to dive into Iron Man, but I'm going to start collecting Iron Man a little bit and try to catch back up. I do the 80s Iron Man was my guy. Those are really expensive because that's where Tony Stark is going through rehab, and a lot of those got expensive. So those were great. But as a kid, I had a lot of X-Men, but I don't really want to jump back into it because X-Men is all over the board in so many different comics, so many different versions of the comic. I think I'm good where I'm at, but I would like to check out those comics. Also, Neil Adams' artwork in the DCs, in the Supermans and Batmans. It's the artwork that got me into comic books, and Neil Adams is somebody that I really admired back then. John Byrne was someone that I really admired. That's where the X-Men came in. But I didn't really like Kirby. Jack Kirby was like, I thought his artwork looked old and dated, and now I love it. So the Fantastic Four, again, that made me buy a lot more of the Fantastic Four with the Kirby artwork. So I hope that answers your question.
Are you at this stage of the game though? Are you really into the comics for just the money value aspect of it, or are you just still a fan?
A fan. Art first, though. The artistry in the comics, and to look at the comics, how far they've come. If you look at the older comics, if you look at those Gold and Silver Age comics, and look at what's going on right now, the artistry is just unbelievable. And then I don't know where the appreciation came in. Why all of a sudden I looked at Jack Kirby and it was like, how did I not understand how awesome this guy was back when he started this? Because his style is where, I was reading about John Byrne, who is the comic book artist that I admired the most at that time in the 80s. And he was like, Jack Kirby was one of my influences. And I'm like, I didn't see it at the time because I was young and wasn't really understanding it. When I came back to comics, I was like, this guy is incredible. What I like about the value of comics, and this is what it is, and I don't know if this is I don't like people that collect comic books just because of the value. But what I will tell you, it makes it easier to collect comic books for me because I don't mind spending a little bit on a comic book that I think is going to hold its value, and I have it because I appreciate the cover. That Iron Man #1 cover, and I forgot who did the artwork on it. That cover is awesome. And I have that, and it's me. It's almost like I have my own. I treasure the artwork on those comics as much as I treasure a painting on the wall, and so that makes it more exciting to me. And the fact to get one of those in good condition, to great condition, is amazing to me because these things were. I saw this comic and I wanted to get it, and because it was a low grade, but I loved it because it had notes on it, and you could tell like some kid had this comic book and they left it by the phone, and the dad scribbled some notes on it, and I was like, that kind of represents that time period where you didn't think about this as a collectible. You thought about it as just it's a comic, and it was right by the phone. Dad had a pen, he wrote the notes on it. So that's exciting about it. But the fact that it holds its value for the most part, and you still have to be clever about that too. You can afford to buy it without feeling like, oh, I just bought a bunch of comics, like these little stories. I look at it as like the artwork, and it holds its value, and I get the stories as well, and I love the stories, so it works.
Robert Parker, Batman. What's up, gents? Listening to an older ep this Sunday afternoon where you guys are discussing one of the many Batman movies. I've heard you guys talk about Batman on so many episodes, but have either of you seen the series Gotham that originally aired on Fox? Gotham aired originally back in 2014, 2019, 100 episodes. I think you guys would appreciate it. Check it out, $10, Rob. No, I didn't.
I never did either.
And I think the reason for me was he wasn't in the outfit.
Well, I just didn't trust it.
Listen, I don't sell me. Give me the outfit. The outfit is the star. Give me the outfit. If I'm gonna watch Batman, I need the Batman outfit.
Did you like 60s Batman on TV? Did you ever watch those reruns?
Yeah, I was a kid, of course. Loved it.
I thought they were great. And I still my favorite, like the Riddler from there, was amazing. The Penguin is amazing.
Yeah.
The Joker is still good, but I think because of the amount of Jokers that we had, it's hard to say that that's a better Joker. I wouldn't say that, but man, I thought their campy characters were just so good, and
Right.
Catwoman was good. Yeah,
And Burgess Meredith was Penguin.
Yeah.
Back then. Hey, yo, we didn't know that he was a Penguin. Hey, Mick.
Well, it was Caesar, not Sid. Caesar Romero was Joker.
Yeah.
I forgot who Penguin was. Edward? Is it Edward?
Eartha Kitt was Catwoman.
Yeah.
There was two Eartha Kitts. It was a white chick that played her.
There was two Catwoman. Yeah, and then
Eartha Kitt.
there was a Batwoman. That was
No, there was two There was
two Catwomans too?
Yeah, played by a white chick and Eartha Kitt. Marcus.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt though, when she was in Boomerang,
Yeah.
that wasn't the Eartha Kitt that was on these shows. She there was some sexiness, some real sexiness to her back then.
I never thought she was sexy back then.
There was some sexiness to her back then.
That was the era where women wore them like cone bras. I didn't like them pointy titties.
Hostile projectiles.
Is that what that's called? Hostile projectiles. Was that a name or you made that up?
I heard it somewhere before.
Hostile projectiles. That's funny. See, that's the immaturity of men.
Yeah.
Just come up with silly shit. I want to read this one, but I don't know if I want to get Andy started.
Okay, I won't start. Just go ahead.
No, I will read it, but not yet. It's from that dude, the artiste, Quan Chenault. Oh my God, I don't know how I've let all this time go by with this dude who's the painter, the artist.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I ain't done, dude.
Yeah, you haven't done...
Yeah.
Why haven't you done that?
And that'd be appropriate for him.
He should go to a class.
Who?
You.
The artist, an artist class. All right.
Frank Gorshin was the Riddler. In that.
Frank Gorshin, that's right. Trying to read. Look for somebody new. Bear with me, y'all. Steve, cut this dead air out.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to find Eartha Kitt in this.
Let me see. Yeah, okay.
Eartha Kitt, Catwoman. I don't see.
All right. Xavier Henderson What up, Aries and Andy? It's been a minute. It's been a while since I wrote in.
You don't think there's some sexiness right there?
Nah, man. She's too tiny.
I see. Like that looks a lot better than she did in Boomerang.
I mean, she was old in Boomerang.
I know, but this is that's what
I don't.
people know that Eartha Kitt.
I
though.
don't like tiny women or skinny women. Yeah, look at them legs. It's too skinny, too tiny.
Look at that. I don't know. I'm not saying I disagree with you that she was tiny, but I think she was sexy.
I like a where when I run full speed and tackle her from the waist, there's like her body does like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a sonic boom.
You like that? What'd you say was women with the sound that booty makes?
Oh shit, booby. Yeah. It's been a while since I wrote in, and I also noticed y'all don't get in as many emails as you used to. Yeah, we do. First of all, I wanted to mention that William Fontanez, guy or whatever, like, dude has to be a troll bait, because how the do you call someone a lover, but yet William is listening to a podcast to email in? Wouldn't that make William a lover as well? I thought racists don't concern themselves with black people. That's what made me think that email is a troll email to rile you up. And what's it to William that Andy is a lover? That makes Andy one of the better white people in this country, and his level-headedness despite voting for Trump. He knew Andy's comedy, then he already know black people have always been a part of his upbringing. Unfortunately, I guess the same can't be said for William. My hopes are that William runs into right hook Ronald Williams, and right hook Ronald dresses William in drag and beats William's ass like right hook Ronald did his lady. Other than that, to me, you guys are the new man show. Joe Rogan couldn't live up to Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel, but I feel you and Andy fit the bill. I think that's all I want to say for now. Peace.
I think it's funny when everybody has to include that I voted for Trump. It's like now I can go to the barbecue, but I can't get in. I have to wait 3 more years. Wait till dude's out.
You can go to the barbecue, you just can't get a plate.
Yeah, I can't get a plate. I got to sit there.
Yeah.
You got 3 years and a few more months, son.
Know what I mean? You on lockdown. All right, let me read this nigga's email. Jesus. Laquan Chenault. Jimmy Carter stepping game up. I like you guys. I maybe wouldn't mind you guys helping promote my art, but I really would like for you guys to interview me and be my first one so I can fully articulate my thoughts. I believe that me being homeless and having a billionaire in my field shake my hand, the director of operations of the biggest art gallery business in the world, meeting me twice and trying to get down by me. And because I showed reluctance, now kind of letting me suffer, influencing a great mid-70-year-old artist to reissue a film he made about another great artist, and that 70-year-old-ish artist kid who owns a gallery. Let me be wild there, and at last show, introduced me to his 10-year-old brother and had his little bro shake my hand. I get my mail delivered here. I know Andy hasn't spoken on South Bad, and it's just Aries. To be an artist means to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Well-rounded. I'm looking for a fancier way to articulate this. But to be an artist, I would think you have some more in-depth knowledge on. I just would think you would be able to speak better. I can't even put the words together right now. I'm fried. The insufficient communication through text and punctuation is why I really don't feel spelling and punctuation is a sign of intelligence. As far as me not getting my facts straight about Jimmy Carter not being a friend to the Jews, I believe Carter administration made an effort to appease the Palestinians as far as the territory in that region, and I believe this effort on the Carter administration to be diplomatic and not biased based off Zionists and Palestinians. Oh boy. I mean, the fact that Andy said in later life Carter critiqued the Israelis kind of validates my opinion. So, Aries, I did get my opinion correct. And in this matter of foreign relations, in which none of civilians really know, especially then. I can validate my opinion on Carter by what happened in that time and in hindsight. I believe great comedians are like great journalists, and sometimes they have to be pushed. I believe you guys not only is poor in the short and long term, but it's against our brand of being. Do you understand what this?
No.
I believe. Wait. I believe you guys not only is poor in the short term. Wow. Ooh. Always sleep and never woke. This time for me is like when Ali got stripped of his title for refusing to fight in Vietnam. I am in the epicenter woke, and I like you guys enough to be honest about the front lines of the times we are in. I don't know what to make of this, man.
I think he explained it when he said his punctuation, spelling, and I don't think he necessarily his communication by the written word is working for him. Maybe he's a painter, not an author. Some people excel in other areas, so maybe that's what his art form is.
I have to believe that the part he talked about me and you not is a mistake.
I think that's a mistake.
But where was he going with that possibly?
I don't know how he said it. Maybe not with. I don't know. And he still didn't understand what I said about Carter. Carter worked very hard on the peace process, and it worked out for Israel. He believed in Israel. He is, like I said, is one of the best people, and he doesn't want to see anybody suffer. And I understand why he felt a certain way. I don't necessarily agree with what he felt with, but I understand how he felt after he left office. I don't understand why he. See, now I don't know that he's an artist because
He might just be a lunatic.
he might be, because instead of hearing what I said to him, he went back around and tried to make it so that what he said validated his point. Because then he said because of the time, and then the aftermath, basically, that it validates his point. I said all the stuff that I said, and don't get stuck on something. Listen to it. I understand what you're trying to say. I just don't think you got there, man. I don't. Dude, I'd like to see your art. Send your art in, because don't send another email. Send your art. Send, this is my art. Just write that. This is my art. Send that. Let me see it.
You know who else would like to see your art? It's been a long time since I have surfaced, but I'm here to let Liquan know. My greatest piece would be to put Marc butt naked as a white canvas against the wall, and take you, Liquan, and turn you upside down and put you on your head, and take all the beautiful palettes of the paintbrush, and take all the paintbrush sticks and stick them in your ass. And then I would use your ass as one big paintbrush to paint Marc's chest and nutsack. Into a rainbow of colors. And then I would have Marc painted in different colors with your ass and your paintbrushes out of your anus. And I would call this piece The Homosexual. I am Jasper. I haven't done that so long. It might have sucked, but it got a chuckle out of you.
An uncomfortable chuckle, but a chuckle nonetheless.
I think this guy did send us his artwork one time.
Did he? Well, send it again, because I didn't see it. I think Aries might have erased it.
Yeah, I think I did.
Send it. Send it again. Send it to the podcast. We'll take a look.
DJ Bangswell.
DJ. Bangswell. Bangswell.
Yeah.
DJ. Bangswell.
Now I'm a computer I work on computers. Great timing. That shit came out right before the BS Ice Cube movie World of Worlds. You're a funny asshole. That's all I wanted to say. Keep up the funny.
I do like your 50 Cent though. That's really good.
I'm a computer.
That's exactly
I
how.
want computers. I want computers. Nigga, I work on the computers too. I steal the motherfuckers. One under podcast question. Aries, what are the worst 80s movies and which ones surprised you for all the wrong reasons? I say Death Wish 4 was the worst, then Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is up there. But I saw that when I was a kid, so of course I liked it. But now you look back on it, it's terrible.
You know, Howard the Duck was really bad. They did a bad job at it. But I keep telling people, and because I do have a few Howard the Ducks, I think they're gonna. I think that Marvel should.
And that was a Marvel thing, right?
Yeah, I think Marvel should do it again because now the technology, I think they could do a good job if they wrote a good script for it. I think Howard the Duck would be cool, nostalgic for us, and a whole other generation of people getting to see Howard the Duck. I think that would be badass.
You know, it was a pretty bad 80s movie. I don't know why they went in that direction. Back to the Future 3. When they did the West. The Wild West.
Because they went backwards. They went back in time. So
Well, then go all the way to slavery and get some and bring them home. Bring them to freedom. Wouldn't that be nice if the DeLorean showed up in 1786?
hey guys,
Yeah, I wish I could do it. Oh, that would be great if I could do the Doc.
guys.
Yeah, do Doc.
Oh, God, I can't do Doc Brown. The DeLorean. You get in the DeLorean. I'm taking your freedom. Or something like that.
He would probably go. If only
Oh, Doc, we can only carry like one or two.
it would be great if Doc would have been like, I knew I should have made this out of a station wagon. This is my bad. My bad.
And then he leaves them.
Yeah.
he goes, I've come to free some slaves. And then all of a sudden, 1,000 come out of the fields. And he goes, should have brought a minivan. And then leaves them.
See, that would be a good cartoon skit to film.
Yes. I'm telling you, I got to get on my shit. What was a horrible 80s movie to you? I know what you won't say.
What I won't say.
Buckaroo Banzai.
No, Buckaroo Banzai was awesome.
I know.
I don't know what the worst 80s movies are. I'm trying to think about it right now. I tried to stay away from the worst 80s movies. You know what everybody loved, and I didn't. Maybe I was just too immature and didn't get it. Body Heat.
Body Heat.
Body Heat with William. Is it William?
Dafoe?
He passed now. No. Here, let me pull it up. It's
That's supposed to be Marc's job.
yeah. Pull up Body Heat.
Oh, Body Heat.
Oh, Body Heat. Or Body Heat. There it is. William Hurt and what's her name? What is her name?
Oh, Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
God, you talk about sexy when she was younger.
Yeah, look at her right now.
Oh, yeah, no.
Life happens, man.
That's when Mickey Rourke still looked human.
Yeah, this was
Ted Danson was in that?
it was a really interesting movie. I don't think I got it. I think I was too young to understand it because everybody said it was great. And but it was the acting in it and everything was just I didn't get it. I mean, you know what? I'm going to watch this again because I want to see it now. Because in the 80s, I was like, me and my friends went and we were like, what happened in that?
Yeah, and you know, the Death Wishes, after the first, maybe the second one, they just started getting silly.
You know which was popular, but I don't know if that was 80s or if that was late 70s. Can you type in Every Which Way But Loose, Clint Eastwood? And these were popular movies. And now that I look back on them, I go, what were we watching? Every Which Way But Loose. It's Clint Eastwood's a bare knuckle fighter and a rodeo guy. A kind of a rodeo guy. There it is. When is that? Is it 70s or 80s?
Yeah, I was watching something, and they said
78.
78. Yeah, so
they said
doesn't pass.
Hollywood said movies with monkeys don't work. They don't tend to be successful.
And this
then
one,
somebody brought this up, and they said, nope, that's an orangutan.
it is an orangutan.
Yeah.
But it was just such a weird movie. Now that looking back, and I was like, why were we going to this movie?
Yeah. Sir Lands, show you my emotional support clit. I just want to start by saying big ups to you and Andy. I'm a day one, been here since the beginning. Literally found y'all on episode 5, so it wasn't hard to start from the beginning. Before I get to the reason for this email, I want to discuss your third leg. That's right, Lady Marc. I can't stand this guy. I couldn't stand this guy at first, but he's starting to grow on me. Like a pimple, I'm waiting to pop. But I see why y'all brought him on board. Wifey and I are still trying to decide if he's gay or not. So we just call him bi for now. His sexual orientation is still
Invite me
under
over for a
review.
threesome and we'll find out.
Oh!
See which way the arrow points.
The meat and potatoes. So I caught you on Harland's Highway podcast the other day. Let me tell you, Aries, I've never seen you more uncomfortable in my life. He had you questioning, how the hell did I end up here? Your facial expressions were priceless. See attached photos. Once you realize what it was and started playing the game, Harland would take it too far. Even you, Mr. Over the Top, said, nah, I'm not going there. But once he busted out his emotional support clip, you absolutely were ready to exit stage left. Please tell the story of your time on Harland's podcast and urge others to go watch. Harland better be in your movie. P.S. Please give me a shout out to my wife Penny, as we are sure to be listening to this episode on our commute home from work. Sir Lance a lot. Yeah, man, you said it. It was different, and I knew going in that it was going to be. Well, no, I didn't know it 100%, but I knew that Harland. I knew his comedic aesthetic. So, and yeah, it was weird. It was a little uncomfortable, but I made the adjustment because again, I understood what it could mean.
Harland's weird.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie. Harland's weird,
But he's an interesting. He's interesting. He keeps
and,
it interesting.
and very sweet of a sweet guy, man.
Yeah, I got to work with him
Yeah.
once, and I really enjoyed it. Just going back to that '80s thing real quick though. Xanadu. That was a terrible movie.
Oh, I never. Is that with the one with John Travolta?
No, that's the one with Olivia Newton-John. I don't think
He's not in that.
I don't think he's in Xanadu. He might be. Let's see. Let me see if he is in it.
I think he is.
Gene Kelly. No, it's not. It's
he's
just
not?
just her. The other ones, I looked up worst movies from the '80s just to see if some. Can't Stop the Music was another one that was put on there. I don't remember that one. They had the jazz singer at number 3. I didn't think that was a bad movie. Did you like what was it? Now I can't remember the name of the movie. The one with Brooke Shields was in it.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah, the one where she gets lost on an island with the other guy.
Oh, hell no.
That was I thought that was a terrible movie.
Oh.
And Al Pacino's Cruising is one of the ones that was listed.
Yeah, that's the fisting, nigga.
Yeah, that's-
in the gay club when they got the dude chained and they fist that dude. That was it for me. I turned it off right there.
Why don't you pull up the clip? I know you have it saved, Mark. Where is it? Can you?
It's in my browser history. Oh man,
What was it?
It's called Cruising.
Cruising. Al Pacino plays an undercover cop trying to find
gay serial
gay
killer.
serial killer. So he's in the gay district of New York, going to clubs.
He's not necessarily a gay serial killer, but he's killing gays.
Gays.
Yeah.
And so he goes undercover as a gay dude in the clubs. And yeah.
This one was bad too. Jaws 3D. That one was. Really
That
bad.
was very terrible.
I'm just looking at the ones that. Two of a Kind was the one with Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. I'm just looking to see if any of these were. Sting 2 wasn't good. Rhinestone. That was a bad one. That was the one with Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah. Supergirl was terrible.
You hated Supergirl?
Oh, I hated
I thought it was
Supergirl.
funny. I thought it was funny. Did you get it? Oh, you had to touch it?
Yeah, but what scene is this?
I don't know.
No, this ain't it. I don't think this juice is worth the squeeze.
No, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have Howard the Duck on here, by the way. Soul Man was on here. I thought Soul Man was
Man
good.
wasn't bad.
I thought that was good. Was that the last blackface movie that was on available? But it's not true. It wasn't blackface, but it was. And what I mean by that is
It wasn't
he wasn't dressed up in shoe polish and
Yeah.
red lips. He was.
Yeah, you can kill this, Mark. Michael Smith, Four Kings Part 2. Hey, fellas, I'm a day one listener, first time emailer. Oh, shit, Steve. By the way, this is my absolute favorite podcast. I wanted to address the topic of the Four Kings episode where you two were asking about the comparisons of the 12 and 15 rounds in boxing. While I was born during the heyday of this era, this to me is the greatest era, not only in boxing, but probably in all of sports. But the change in the rounds going from 15 to 12 happened when the 1982 fight between Ray Boom Boom, oh, I remember this, Ray Boom Boom Mancini versus Duck Koo Kim ended when Kim died after being knocked out in the 14th round. Since I know about all these fights from documentaries and I've watched all of them, I know how brutal this fight was. It was toe-to-toe brawl, which was Mancini's style. Immediately after Kim's death, the World Boxing Council, WBC, switched championship fights from 15 to 12 rounds starting in 1983. In the years to come, the other boxing organizations followed suit. We now have championship fights scheduled for 12 rounds and a non-championship fight scheduled for 10 rounds. But the fighters back then were warriors, gladiators, but the sport also endured more deaths because of this. Anyway, that's enough sports trivia. Love the podcast, fellas. Keep doing your thing, Big Mike. You know, listen, nobody wants to see anybody get killed, but I think that we got to find some middle ground. Because one of the things that I think hurts boxing is sometimes the ref steps in too quickly. You know, we know what the sport is. Again, we don't want to see anybody die, but when somebody's on the verge of getting knocked out, let them get knocked out. That's what you pay for. You're not a guy to get hit, boom, boom, boom. He's dizzy. He's barely able to stand up, but he's not out yet. And the ref steps in and stops the fight. Let the nigga get knocked out.
Well, I understand why you might stop there, but I think that they should do more of the standing eight count. I don't think that they should, on those fights where it's close, then do a standing eight count. And if the guy doesn't have it, I know that will up the other boxer because you give him a standing eight count that basically saves him. But it also will prevent you from stopping the fight and just giving the fight to the other guy. I wish there was a way to fix that because maybe it has to be put on the corners and they have to throw in the towel. He can't stop the fight.
The ref?
Yeah, let's say after like the 15th round, he can't stop the fight at all,
right.
Or the 12th round, depending on Ali used to fight, and he used to let his opponent decide whether it was 12 or 15 rounds. I thought they had the option of doing 12 or 15 rounds back then. I know they had
I don't know if there's any truth to that.
I don't know. Maybe I might be off on that. I know that they could pick ring size.
Yeah, and yeah.
But I thought they could pick rounds too. But maybe I'm wrong. Probably am.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue because, again, you don't want nobody to die. But damn, how often does that happen?
Well, the brain damage happens. That's a big problem.
Okay, well, what are we gonna do about football then? Because concussions.
Well, they're trying to do everything with helmets, and they're trying to make improvements. They changed the rules on how to hit. They have made significant improvements, but I don't think that the problem is in the NFL. I mean, yes, there's a problem in the NFL, but I think this happens before you get to the NFL. This happens when you're playing in high school level, because when you're in high school, you're not full size. You're still going to put on more muscle later, but you're at full speed hitting someone. Someone your same size is hitting you. I think that it starts earlier. I think it starts in high school and then college, and then by the time you get to the pros, that's where maybe the concussions are happening and the protocol comes in. But I think it goes all the way down to high school.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the pros, you're already.
Junebug Spade. Superman, rest in peace, Theo. What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. First and foremost, I want to send a rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. 70s, 80s babies all grew up watching him, so it felt like we lost a brother. Aries, did you ever meet Malcolm in your travels? True Hollywood. Everyone says he was genuinely a nice guy. Yeah, I had mentioned, and then somebody sent it to me. I said I wish I could find the picture of he and I at the airport, and then somebody found it and sent it to me. So to answer that question, yes. Now I want to address the new Superman movie. Aries' voice, boo! I'm sorry this shit was ass. I understand they wanted to lighten the tone up, but I found this whole movie goofy. I don't care if it's his early stages. He gets his ass whipped throughout the whole movie. The dog was dumb and unnecessary, and I just didn't care for him as Superman. I really liked Henry Cavill in Man of Steel. Yes, it was darker, but it felt like a badass. This guy was acting exactly like 20-year-olds today, soft crybabies. It wasn't the worst Superman movie, but it ain't great. Like how many people are hyping, like people are hyping it up to be. My son, who was 14, even found it lame. I'm out.
You know, there's a lot of people that say that people who don't understand the comic, that aren't comic book fans, didn't get it because of this, and I disagree with that. I don't think that people didn't like it because there isn't a contrast between a Clark Kent and a Superman in this movie where you understand the two opposite characters and how they're developed. They put them all in one character because although I do like the scene with Lois Lane and Clark Kent and how they're adjusting that relationship, but that combines Superman and Clark Kent into one. And the only time you see Clark Kent is when he's walking down the street, really.
Right.
So you don't have a contrast. You don't understand the difference. I don't. That to me, I think, is my biggest problem because it doesn't allow the two characters to breathe and become something that you can see. That's the genius that was in the. Who's your favorite Superman? What's his?
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, that's the genius in the Christopher Reeve Superman. Is you do understand the Clark Kent and you do understand controlling your superpowers and being this. They did it in a different way. They did follow a lot of comic book theory, but the story, the writing of that story misses that. And that's what it captures old Superman, traditional Superman. Not going to deny that, but it doesn't give you the full story. That's where I lose it in the movie.
I don't think I ever asked you the question. Did you ever see Superman Returns with Brandon Routh? That was the one where Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that one?
It was all right.
Yeah.
Dude, I think so.
I don't think there was enough action with him as Superman.
Yeah.
That plane scene where he rescues, that was phenomenal.
I don't know. I don't know that we got. I'm just trying to think of all the Supermans, and there's good Superman. I don't know that we got to a Superman that I go, yeah, that's the Superman. And maybe it's because of who Superman is, the good guy, the good guy, the guy who comes from all the things that encompass making Superman in the comic book that we've developed, and even and when it was on the radio, that storyline is developed over, and it doesn't have any darkness to lean on, really. Batman, we've been given some good Batmans. I don't know that Superman comes out that way. We were delivered a great, exceptional Iron Man.
Right.
The X-Men. But I don't know that we've ever really captured, even though there's been good Supermans, I don't think we've ever captured a full Superman. We have Superman movies that we like, but I understand how they don't match up to like maybe some of the things that we want Superman to be that are in the comics. So yeah, I think there's room, but James Gunn, it's his deal now. It's the whole DC universe is his, and I just have a feeling it's going to be very. I don't want to use the word. I see that he has a vision. I know that he can deliver movies, but I see a style that's not. It depends on what he gives, how much room he gives to other people to develop the style of the book or the person that they're taking on. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a very traditional, I don't want to say simplistic universe.
Speaking of Superman, you know who's catching a lot of flack? You see Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Turned into an ICE agent.
He's volunteering to be an ICE agent. Well, he's also saying you can make $50,000 bonus to be an ICE agent.
Why would you do this and still think you're going to have a career in acting?
He still will have a career. He doesn't.
He just turned off an entire fan base.
Yeah.
They dragging his ass on the internet.
Who's really got an eye? What has he really been doing?
I'm talking about Latinos.
No, but there's a lot of Latinos that agree with him. The one who's really gone after him is John Leguizamo.
Somebody had a great quote when they were talking about Latinos for Trump. How do you do that? That's like being chickens for KFC.
No. I understand what they're saying, but no. A lot of Latinos who came here and did things the right way and are experiencing what they want out of becoming an American are sick of people in their neighborhoods who aren't doing that and are causing problems.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
I think that there's more nuance to this than people want to give it, and that's why there's people that agree with that Hispanic crowds could agree with Dean Cain in this. You know, if you have people in your neighborhood that are illegal and not doing things in a way that's disturbing your life, yeah, you're going to be pissed off.
Dwayne Rhodes.
I don't think the way Trump does it makes this any better.
MFM man food movies. Y'all will enjoy these. Outside the Wire, Anthony Mackie, Sci-Fi. The Final Score, Dave Bautista and Pierce Brosnan, Action. Okay. Some recommendations.
Dave Bautista is supposed to be in another movie now too that they just signed him for.
What is he doing with his look right now?
I don't know.
Like he's,
Getting bigger?
nah, motherfucker. No, he looks like air fried bacon.
I hadn't seen him.
Jemani Silver, Netflix series. Yo, Aries, just wanted to let you know that there is a funny show on Netflix that you should watch. It's short, so you can watch it on a flight somewhere. Beef. Netflix's gripping 10-episode anthology series created by Lee Sung-jin opens with what appears to be an everyday road rage incident, but it quickly spirals into something much darker. A honk and harsh words between two strangers, Amy Lau, Ali Wong, a successful plant shop owner and entrepreneur, and Danny Cho. What is this? Stephen Yen, a struggling contractor scrambling to support his family, ignites a mutual obsession that threatens to consume both their lives. Hilarious show. Check it out. Thanks, your boy, Jamani. Hey, honey, Jamani, I got your money. Hey, babe. It's Jamani. It wasn't until you mentioned Ali Wong that I knew what you were talking about, because I've seen the poster for that.
You gonna see it?
No. Ali Wong don't do it for me.
You don't think she's funny? She's funny, dude.
Okay.
You don't think Ali Wong's funny?
I don't know. She never really caught my eye like that.
She's funny.
You think she's funnier than Margaret Cho?
I didn't. Yes. I stumbled over that one.
I wanted to get to this one about you and end it on that note.
Okay, let's do me. Who's coming at me today?
Oh, God, where is it? Maybe it's in the junk. Is it Andy, the professional scapegoat, or is this it?
It's a long ass one.
Was this it?
We got time.
No, but there was another one about white genocide. White genocide. Oh, no, I don't want to read this. I'm going to read the other one.
What? What's wrong with that one?
Yeah, just...
The poor person heard you say it, and they're like, all excited that you're going to read it, and then you're like...
Stone Banton, episode Bonobo. Hi, Aries and Amy. Aries, you were dead on target when you stated that them folks do strange things sexually. Andy had to run into the phone booth to put on his Captain Cracker cape to honky-splain. Why Aries, these aren't the animal white droids you're talking about. Andy takes advantage when you admittedly say some history is out of your lane. He immediately dons his outfit with the large CS on his chest so he can lie and make his story reference to benefit his people. By the way, that CS is short for sucker. Another thing his people had a history of doing along with animals for years. Aries, have you ever noticed every point you make about when white folks did black folks dirty, that bald-headed, gray-bearded, wall-eyed, non-bathing, musky-ass milk-toast albino silverback white gorilla falls off the top limb of his banana tree, spits out his gefilte fish taco, and jumps into cover up mode to explain why someone else somewhere in the world has done wrong too, or how one black man owned a slave, so that should exclude all the thousands of white folks who own them. Aries, you have no trouble calling out when black folks mess up, but that butterball jive turkey check the gizzard neck rolls next to you will always come to the phone booth ready to spit in protection of and dispute the detection of the disease of our affection came from their direction. Oh, God. Since Andy likes history, keep in mind, in this country, there was a time when them people said blacks weren't good enough to play baseball, basketball, or football at their level. Notice they never put a memo saying we were wrong. Like the movie Hidden Figures, we see there were plenty of black people contributing intellectually to the country and forced anonymity. Then people want to hold the last vestige thinking that they are smarter, but they know the truth. The slaves had a better learning capacity, which is why they outlawed any slave learning to read or write under penalty of death. Mind you, slaves were considered animals to them. I guess they had the same laws written for the horses too, right? The fact was the majority of non-slaves were illiterate back then, and they didn't want them to expose how dumb they were. Look how many patents freed slaves came out with shortly after being freed. Did they get smart in record time, or were they always smart? Yes, and these people were dumb as a bag of rocks back then. I don't believe they did much when their whole day was spent getting drunk on the front porch watching the slaves do all the work. Now I'll give Andy a break. He's no KKK, but he ain't no ally either. To put it where he can understand it, he is like one of those Germans who knew what was happening to the Jews but kept quiet and looked the other way. Aries, we know they can't help themselves. They are natural inbred hypocrites. It's in their DNA to lie and scapegoat responsibility. Only a select few escape their natural lying ways. They are in trouble because their new generation don't see keeping those lies as a badge of honor. They hope for the future, but these old buzzards do their best to poison the well. Andy, next time Aries states a black fact, and it's true, just agree. Fight that inbred nature of yours to put on your CS cape. That would be progress. Anyway, I still enjoy the show, including the white silverback gorilla. I can see the gorillas vibrating, so let him speak. Stone.
Andy's Mexican and Jewish. He's not even like a
No, but see,
purebred white.
he's trying to get his point across, which it's complete. Like I kind of laugh at it only because I come to the aid of every white person that says some shit about black people on this thing too. So I just come to the
You come to the aid of every white person that says
when white people talk shit, I come to the aid and explain why they're wrong.
So you come to the aid of black people.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you
so,
sit to the aid of every white
no,
person.
no, I come at the white people when they come out
When's
that
the
way.
last time that happened?
Plenty of times on this podcast, but but when I speak up for white people, then I'm this other thing, the cocksucker,
Silverback Gorilla, out your banana tree.
because if I'm speaking history and facts, it's so delicate and fragile that if I say something that I'm not agreeing, and you put me as an ally. I'm not an ally. I'm here to support facts and people. I love all people, but people themselves. And if you make mistakes, I'm going to call it out. If it's not something I agree with, I'm going to call it out. And I don't give a how anybody feels about it. I really don't. I see myself, to be honest, if anybody really asked me and you said I'm not, I see myself as not as part of this human condition. And I try to look at it from a place of not being part of it and looking at it for what it is. And both sides, and to put someone in a side anyway, they're all up. And I've never said anything about baseball and football. When you put that in context and history, we all know what was going on. And I almost am disappointed that they ever let black people play in the NFL and in the NFL and in the NBA, because we would have black leagues right now, and we'd have black owners, and white people would be trying to get into the black leagues. So, yeah, I mean, I see the hypocrisy for all areas that it is, but you covered it up with making it very one-sided sounding, and it's not one-sided. People have f***ed over each other for years, and other races have f***ed over people before that, and we've been this. America's, how long has it been? 270 years now? 200 something years?
I don't know.
I don't even know what it is. 240 something. I don't know what it is, but and then if you want to take it back to the colonies and before it was in America, 400 years is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket People have been over people forever before this. This is just one group of people that have been over another group of people. And while they were sitting on their porch drunk, they were in control of shit. So they were still doing something. I'm not saying I agree with what they were doing, but they figured out how to do it. We haven't figured it out.
Sound like Ice Cube.
No, we're trying to figure out how to undo it now. So I don't know what that means, man. I don't understand. I didn't understand his whole thing. He was very rhythmic in the way that he presented it. A very black way of putting it together.
You.
Yeah.
That's your
Sounded-
banana tree. I'm in a New York state of mind. That's a show.
That's a show?
Right on an hour.
Look
and
at that.
14 seconds.
We are in it. So let's give out these dates, man.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a long day.
Oh, my God.
We got 6 hours. Well, 6? No, we got 6.5 hours of comedy.
What time
we
is it
gotta
right
get
now?
2:42.
We'll be done here by like 12:30 tonight.
Yep. Guys, if you're listening to this right now, we are doing this from Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. A hell of a club. If you're in San Diego, you can go to the Gas Lamp. There's a few comedy clubs over there, but don't waste your time, man. Come over here to Mic Drop Comedy. It's off the beaten path a little bit. Look it up, micdropcomedy.com. Get your tickets over here. Great artist here. Great club. A unique club. So check it out.
And the food is fantastic.
One of the best menus in comedy throughout the country.
And you can learn comedy here with their Mic Drop comedy classes.
Yeah, you can take a comedy class.
Guest drop-ins like Aries Spears.
August 22nd to 24th, you can see us at Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. August 28th through the 31st, Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. That's right, Philly. We're back. September 5th through the 6th, the Hartford Funny Bone in Manchester, Connecticut. September 12th through the 13th, the Funny Bone in Kansas City, Missouri. September 18th through the 20th, Hyenas Comedy Club in Albuquerque, New Mexico. First time there. September 25th to the 27th, Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut. October 3rd through the 5th, Funny Bone in Orlando, Florida. October 9th through the 11th, Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin. October 11th through the 19th, the Funny Bone in Tampa, Florida. October 24th to the 26th, Dos Legos in Corona, California. October 30th to November 2nd, Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas. And let's leave it right there. Oh, wait, you know what? We haven't been here for a while. So November 6th to the 9th, we'll be at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida. Sorry, not Jackson, Florida. That's a different place. Guys, that's a show. Aries, you good? Marc, you good? All right, that's a show.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit spearsburgpod.com.